Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Let's Vibe, the channel all about crystals and our feelings. So, we made it through that eclipse corridor. We had that major, very powerful total solar eclipse about 2 weeks ago. Um, that was, yeah, for me it was intense. I mean, I felt a lot of just unsettling, turbulent kind of energy. And in this past week, I've had some intense emotions come up, and I really had to take some time to myself just for self-care. My energy was just feeling kind of on the fritz a little. um, and it wasn't just about the solar eclipse either. We just had 2 days ago the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and that is a massive, that all the astrologers were talking about it. And that was a big event. That was a big astrological event. And again, very powerful energy. For me, that just, it felt, and it's feeling, I mean, it's not over. It's still very much happening, that energy of that conjunction. It's just so expansive. It felt very light to me. Like a lightening of the energy, and an opening up, like an opening up of my own chakras and aura. And I think that maybe contributed to the fact that some, painful stuff came to the surface, stuff that needed to be released. And that's been the theme among astrologers and tarot readers all over YouTube and other places. The theme has been releasing old karma, releasing old patterns, anything and everything that is just no longer serving you or the collective is being released. And like the cherry on top, we're now leading up to the full moon in Scorpio, and that's another big event involving the energy of release and really letting go of the past. And for me personally, there's a lot of ancestral family energy in that, because I have Scorpio in my 4th house, which is the house of the family and ancestors. And so I also have Pluto in Scorpio in my 4th house. So it's pretty intense. But I was thinking about, we've entered Taurus season. Taurus season began a couple days ago, which feels nice. It's an earth energy. It's very grounding, very stable. And so thinking about Taurus and earth energy, and then the release of old karma, ancestral wounds, and that, I was led to Leopardskin Jasper. So, as with all Jaspers, Leopardskin Jasper is very earth energy. I'd say most Jaspers are heavily earth element. But you can see it's got this orbicular kind of patterns on it, and gives it that leopard skin kind of look. So I think this is a great stone, not only for Taurus season, but for everything that's going on right now with the releasing and the healing, and the releasing of karmic energy and karmic cycles. Because Leopardskin Jasper is a very shamanic kind of stone, meaning that it really connects you very deeply with the earth, and it connects you deeply with animal spirits, like specifically the leopard, panther, cougar, those kinds of cats. And so that's that kind of journeying and that kind of channeling of earth energy is found a lot in shamanic practices, in different places. And this stone, what also gives it that shamanic kind of energy and also makes it very special is it's a very mystical stone. So this stone can get you in tune with the nature of duality and non-duality. This stone is good for learning how to balance light and dark, or light and shadow. You know, we all have our light side and our shadow sides. And oftentimes we want to just either hide the shadow or get rid of it in some way. And honestly, I was stuck in that habit, that cycle, for many years, trying to remove shadow aspects of myself. And it really took me a long time to understand and get the idea that there's no removing your shadow. There's no removing of your shadow. It's part of you. It's very much like the duality of light and dark and the duality of masculine and feminine. Like, we all have masculine energy within us and we also have feminine energies within us. But in today's societies, in many societies, especially Western society, you know, femininity is largely rejected and feared and just, yeah. And so a stone like Leopardskin Jasper can help you learn to sit with your own shadow, to make space for that shadow aspect, to communicate with that aspect of yourself. Because ultimately, the goal is facing the shadow, allowing all the emotions that come with it to move through you and out of you. And then that shadow, you and that shadow aspect can just kind of coexist in a more peaceful state, because there's no longer that shadow aspect is no longer tugging at you, no longer knocking on the door, you know, wanting your attention. Once you give it the attention and listen, so to speak, listen to whatever that shadow aspect has to say, feel the emotions that it's carrying. Once that happens, that shadow is no longer a threat. It's a part of you, and the real mystery, the mysterious part, and the really cool part is that those shadow aspects have their own gifts that can be accessed and integrated into yourself. And it's strength. It's a source of strength. A shadow holds a lot of strength, a lot of power. But the longer that we try to run from it or get rid of it, the scarier it becomes, and the more powerless or helpless we might feel when triggered or faced with those shadows. So leopard skin, this Jasper is perfect in that whole realm of healing work and self-discovery, and just learning to understand learning to better understand the experience of duality and the experience of non-duality, which is a very profound thing to experience. So I personally find this very helpful at this time, because I've definitely been noticing a lot of highs and lows, a lot of shadow and light coming up at the same time, and it feels like, you know, such a contrast. It's two extremes. You know, how do you balance two extremes? A stone like this can aid you in very subtle ways towards that kind of balance. And on top of all that, it does connect with ancestral energies, karmic energies. It does aid with working out karmic cycles, which when I say karmic cycle, I'm really just saying a cycle or a pattern that is really bothersome or problematic, troublesome, that just continues to pop up over and over. That's a karmic cycle. And karmic cycles can be passed on from our ancestors. And so connecting with Leopardskin Jasper because this is a journeying stone, and so that kind of healing work involves some journeying and some, you know, very deep inner journeying, basically. And this stone definitely provides protection and guidance and grounding during that kind of healing work. And yeah, it doesn't have to be ancestral. It can just be your own personal karma, your own personal cycles that need addressing and releasing. And as far as just how the stone feels, I mean, it's quite a calming stone. It's quite soothing, actually. When I hold this stone and carry this stone, I've been feeling, at least recently, I've been feeling a lot of heart chakra energy. So this stone is definitely connected with the heart chakra. I feel like that heart chakra energy really is strongly connected with the earth energy, the Mother Earth energy, the energy of the leopard and the panther, the jaguar. But of course, being an earth stone, it also definitely resonates with the root chakra and the earth star chakra. You know, the earth star chakra below our feet that's like the ancestral chakra. That's where earth energy and ancestral energy flow through. And so this stone it definitely connects with those lower chakras. I'd say it also connects with the sacral and the solar plexus as well. really all of the lower and then the heart. What else? This stone has a lot. This is a very mystical stone, like I said. Oh, it's also a stone of shape-shifting. So when I first read that, way back when I first got this stone, I immediately thought of like the shaman who can shapeshift into the form of a wolf or an eagle. Because there are stories like that of shamans in Mongolia and Siberia being able to do that kind of thing, and other parts of the world as well. But it doesn't have to be that extreme. I'm not working on trying to shapeshift into an animal. Shapeshifting on a more practical level can be used simply for, let's say you are trying to build muscle. Maybe you're working out at the gym, or you're really wanting to be a little more muscular and have a more athletic build or something. You can use the energy of shape-shifting to help with that. Shape-shifting can also be used for, let's say you want to be someone who is more abundant in life, someone who's wealthier, more financially stable. Shape-shifting, that energy can aid you in shifting into the vibration of the kind of person you're wanting to be. And that's something I have been working with and practicing, and it's very interesting. It's a process. But so yeah, this is it's a very beautiful, powerful, mystical stone. I'd encourage anyone who feels drawn to this stone, at least, I'd encourage you to keep an eye out for Leopardskin Jasper if you don't already have one. I think it's, like I said earlier, I think it's perfect for all of the astrological intense energies, the scorpionic energy, the Jupiter-Uranus in Taurus. I forgot to mention that it was Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and we're now in Taurus season, meaning the sun is in Taurus as well. So a lot of Taurian energy right now. And the shape-shifting aspect of the stone, I believe, can also aid when we're experiencing all of this disruptive transitional energy that's been, moving through, like with the eclipse, and there's a lot of energy of change, and so a stone like this can help with feeling more grounded and going with the flow more easily. Now, I'm so excited about the song for this stone because I've never assigned a song by this person to a crystal before. And so the song I picked is by Shakira. I'm not a super fan of Shakira, but I do love a number of her hit songs. And I was really quickly drawn to the song She-Wolf. It's it's kind of a lighthearted song, but also kind of like a little bit sensual and sexy, and it's just fun, and it's all about coming out, showing your true self. In this case, she's talking about becoming a she-wolf, like letting out her inner wild woman. And I think it fits Leopardskin Jasper really well. Also because this stone comes from South America, and Shakira comes from South America. So anyway, just to remind everyone, I am open for tarot and oracle readings as well as distance Reiki sessions. You can email me at livebyyourfeelings@gmail.com. No caps, no spaces. I'll include my email address in the description box below, along with a link to Shakira's She-Wolf. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, thank you so much for vibing with me.